Hi guys. And good evening. Well, it's evening right now that I'm filming this. I just wanted to kind of tap in for a minute before I went to bed. And I really, when I was in the shower, I was, like called to see like why why are you standing out right now? Like, what is it that's making you stand out? Why are you standing out right now? What is about you that's standing out right now? Okay. I feel like there's something that you're standing out with, okay? And I wanted to like figure out what it was. Like why what is making you stand out? What is making you stand out right now? So I wanted to do a quick one, or whatever it is, before I go to bed. But all right, I want to. My name's Elena. I am an intuitive reader, and I want to thank my 9 subscribers. I really appreciate the support. I've been saying this in every video. I appreciate the support, okay? So what is making you stand out right now is that you seem really like happy. There's like this sense of freedom to you. There's this sense of like free like self-expression. It's really it's really noticeable to people, like just the way you express yourself. There's like this sense of freedom to you, this sense of free self-expression. There's this sense of happiness, of like youthfulness, of like childlikeness to you, okay, which is really magnetizing, you know what I mean? And I feel like, even though there may be things you struggle with, even though it may not actually be perfect, you know what I mean? You still seem to find a way to shine. You may still deal with anxiety or depression or something like that, or different phases of it or bouts of it, but you always seem to come out of it really well. And that really makes you stand out, that even though you go through the dark times and through the difficult times, you still seem to like have this happiness to you. Yeah, there's still this sense of like self-expression, like authentic self-expression. I feel like what makes you stand out is like definitely a youthful spirit, a youthful energy to you, okay? There is absolutely a youthful energy here. Yes, and I feel like what makes you stand out is that you know how to like bring certain parts of you to life. There's certain, you know what I mean? And it really makes you stand out to people. There's this sense of like, wow, we've got a bunch of pages here. That's cool. Really, what makes you stand out as well is that you have this sense of like, this like hunger to learn, this hunger to like experience new things, to learn new things, to take on new things, new hobbies. Like I personally like certain like things that you can never learn enough about, like astrology. You can never know everything. There is no way you can ever know everything about astrology. And I feel like that's like there's that sense of that too. Like there's like, it really makes you stand out that you have like this drive to learn new things, you know what I mean? Which is, I think that's sexy. I like it. I like somebody that is loves to grow, loves to thrive. And there's also, what else makes you stand out is there's this sense of like ownership. I do see there's like some masculine energy here, but there's this sense of like standing in your power, standing firm in who you are, maybe standing firm in your self-expression. Like no matter what, like you express yourself authentically. There is, which is funny. Sometimes I feel like it's kind of strange when people think you're like brave for being yourself, but in a way that is, but I feel like what makes you stand out is like there is definitely an underlying sense of courage, of deep, 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 deep courage, which is, you know, people notice that. People notice somebody that they face their fears. Yeah, they may be scared. They may, you know, they may overthink it, but they go for it. You know, if it's something that, you know, that's calling to them, they go for it. And I love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah, people see, and like what makes you stand out to people and what they notice is that when you go for something, it's something that really makes you emotionally fulfilled. It's something, and it's like you go for your dreams. You go for your dreams no matter what. Like even through the fear, even through the doubt, even through the anxiety, even if it takes you longer than you'd like you go for your dreams, and you get that fulfillment. I mean, you don't get that sense of accomplishment unless you like go through the hard stuff. You know what I mean? And that's what makes you stand out, is that you do things that other people would not do. Yeah, you know, you're not afraid to like express your love. You're not afraid to express your emotions. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's not, maybe, I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah, there's this sense of like, I'm getting this underlying sense of like some type of bravery, some types of courageousness and expression, okay? And what makes you stand out is that even though, and I said this before, that you've learned to focus on what is working out for you. Even though it might not be perfect, you seem to still focus on what's working out. You know, I mean, what's the point in focusing on what's going wrong anyways? You know, people notice, or what makes you stand out is that you have a lot of support. You have a lot of people around you. You have a community that celebrates you, that celebrates the wins, and you celebrate other people's wins. You get excited for other people too. And that really makes you stand out. Yes, you go for it. You go for it. You go for it. When it's something that is calling your heart, something that your heart desires, you go for it. You may take a little time to like learn and like figure out exactly the right path to go, but once you know, I heard somebody say in a reading, go gadget. I thought that was hilarious. But yes, and what else makes you stand out is you're not afraid to reinvent yourself. Yeah, and this came up in one of my last readings. Is you're not afraid to reinvent yourself. You're not afraid to like to kill the old you and birth a new you. You're not afraid to start things new. Oh, okay. Yes, and there's, you know, what makes you stand out is people see other people celebrating you. People see other people acknowledging you, giving your acknowledgement. And in a sense, I almost feel like people, like what makes you stand out is that you celebrate your own little wins. You celebrate you as well. And that gives people more than enough reason to celebrate you, right? Yes, you know, what makes you stand out? I just got a little message. What makes you stand out? How do I say this? What makes you stand out is the way you show up in the world. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Let me do it. Okay, thanks, baby. Love you. Okay, that was my daughter. Okay. Yeah, what makes you stand out is like the way you show up in the world. Maybe the way I'm getting like this energy of like the way you love nature, the way you enjoy nature. Maybe there's like the way I almost get like this, like when you're in nature, you become childlike, which, why not? You know what I mean? Which makes you stand out. And it's like you have this sense of wanting to explore nature, of wanting to explore things. Oh, that's really cool. I love that. Yeah, and what else? But then, what makes you stand out as well is that you have this childlike side to you. You have like this, you have like this fun childlike sense to you, but have you also have like a really logical, practical side to you, which is very interesting. Which, I mean, everybody should kind of have that duality, you know what I mean? We all kind of do in a sense, but like you also have this like clear, I'm also getting another message that you have this sense of taking the lessons from the past, examining the things that happened in the past, examining, and like, what's the right, taking inventory of the things in the past, gathering the lessons from it, and moving on, like, gathering the lessons from situations and stuff like that, and moving on. Okay, and I'm also getting that what makes you stand out is this sense of I'm hearing not needing permission to go away. Like, you don't ask for permission to like take time to yourself. You don't ask for, you just there's this sense of like you just do what you want to do, like, and like yeah, and what makes you stand out is the way you make decisions. Like, not the way you make decisions, but like the way you follow your heart, the way that you're like, no, this is really what my heart wants. I know I have these other options, and I know there's other things I could do, but this is the path I want to light right now. This is the way I want to go, and I can redirect later if I want, but this is the path I want to light. And it's like, that makes you stand out a lot. And I'm also getting that there's a passion to you. There's like a deep passion for what your heart desires, which absolutely, there's like this deep, but not everybody follows their heart's desires. Not everybody, some people take the safe way. Some people do it safe. Some people, I'm just thinking like getting the 9-to-5 job, and you know what I mean? Like, that feels safe to us. And I feel like maybe there's a sense of like, okay, I can't think of the word. There's a sense of like, what's the freaking word? Invincible. Like, you're invincible, like, but you're not. Like, you do take the hits, you do take the falls and the blows and stuff, but almost like what makes you stand out is that it doesn't stop you. It doesn't stop you. You're still like, you take the hits and you just keep going. You just keep going. And what else makes you stand out is that you have options. Like, you have options. There's several directions that you could go in, and the way you choose is by what your heart's calling. You know what I mean? But you do have several options, and that makes you stand out. You're like multi-passionate. You know what I mean? And there's several different directions you could go in, and I feel like what's making you stand out right now is the healing you've done. You've healed. You've healed something. You've healed something. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's childhood stuff. It could be childhood stuff with your childlike spirit. Because I'm not an expert on childhood trauma or nothing. But, I would get the sense that if you've had childhood trauma, it kind of rips your childhood from you. And so maybe like learning to integrate that child back in your life and having that childlike spirit again, And when I was shuffling before I turned on the camera, I was getting like this divine feminine energy. And like, I don't know if that means like integrating that feminine energy again, which is a childlike, playful, passionate, deep, you know, almost like it is a very intense energy. And it's a very, it's a luscious, yummy energy too. But I'm getting this sense that maybe you've healed your childlike energy and like your childhood or something like that. Hi, Bubba. But you know, I feel like I feel like what's making you stand out is that you've healed something, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, you know, it does, you can just heal something and then it's like you're done. You don't have to heal anything else. But yeah, that's fantastic. All right, let's see what the oracles. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. Yeah, I feel like this is what this is what's making you stand out. You're protected. You are protected. You are protected. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me finish. Well, hold on. Oh wait, I need your cup. Go get it out of the dishwasher. I'm sorry, guys. Kids getting ready for bed. Okay, yes, you are protected. You are protected. Get it out of the dishwasher, baby. There, yes. What makes you stand out? No, out of the dish. Wait, out of the dishwasher. Jesus. Okay, sorry, guys. Will you help him? Get milk. Get it out of the dish. No, out of the